We have a wild card in Fadley today as Josh goes into the kitty litter at Museum. So we got 7 riders today, but I don't know where everyone else is, to be honest. But these guys are the ones benefiting in the championship. Fortunately, the championship standings have been updated in a little while, and I can't remember any of the results. So, due to it being that long, so it's anyone's championship at the moment. It looks like Leon on board his Gas Spar bike, KTM. No, sorry, it's not KTM. It's his Gas bike. Will be the first rider to start on lap time. So that was the lap with Leon, who's currently pole position. We'll soon see how long that lasts for. As Jack crossed the line and goes second. Bradley's gone down. Finley will cross the line. Who goes pole? BTR across the line to set an invalid lap time. Mini and Fadley now coming out the final corner together. And Mini goes second. Fadley goes 5th. Really getting a nice toe from his teammate. Bradley probably not used to the Moto 3 bikes, so he's used to riding the fastest bike you can with the Ducati GP21, and he's just got in the way of Mini, and Mini's had a massive wheelie as well. As Leon sets a red sector 2. Could Leon be on for his first ever pole? Going down the straight, rising over the little crest as it flattens out as we go into the one of many chicanes on the circuit. Oh, he's stuffed that up and he's down. That's quali over for him. Finley's gone down, that's his quali over as well. Here comes Jack on the Prix GP KTM. This team was very quick in 2018 with Bezecchi. But then ultimately lost out at the final, or the penultimate corner, high siding, and taking Jorge Martin with him, and Jack goes down. So now it's just up to Josh, it looks like, and Leon's been black flagged for some odd reason. Where is Josh going to go? His quali pace is usually awful. Well, not awful, but not as good compared to his race pace. His race pace has usually been actually the strongest out of all of them. He crosses the line. Oh, and he just misses out on pole by 0.02 of a second. And it is Finley, who's pole. Josh is second. Fadley is third. Mini fourth. Jack fifth. Vito sixth. And Leon, for some reason, got disqualified and is in seventh. I hope he gets to race. We're still yet to have a wet race in this championship, and we're still going to have to wait a little bit longer. Now I'm just hoping Leon gets the chance to race here. Does it say, oh no, it's taking an H to load. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Please, don't crash. Don't kick someone out. Don't make my life hard. Of course. Right, so it is. Let's see if we go from memory. Finley, Josh, Fadley, Mini, Leon. Is that how it went? Or it should have went, I should say. Yep, it is. Right, let's go.
Hello, all you race fans. We're joining you from the Le Mans
cloudy again.
for live coverage of the Moto 3 race at the Grand.
Alright, just there we go. So, 5 points for first, 3 points for second, 1 point for third, just like the BSB Showdown podium credit system, as well as organising the grid for the second race. And we are off. And Leon getting great reaction times there, and he jumps into third place. He jumps into first place. Leon getting an absolute launch of a start. I mean, the best reaction times of everyone but Josh on the Leopard. There's a bit of a milestone there going on as they go into the chicane for the first time. And it is Jack who leads the way. He's going to get a bad exit out of the chicane. Someone's down, that is Mini. Side by side go Jack and Josh as they go through La Chapelle. And Josh is in the lead, but only momentarily. Jack does the switch back, cuts underneath Josh, but Josh gets a better exit. Goes round the outside and back into the lead as Finley is trying to pass VTR, that is now. Oh, Jack having to sit Josh up a lot. And that's going to allow the others to close right in. As they all get into the slipstream and braking hard for not Museum Garage there. That could have gone horribly wrong, somehow it didn't. Oh, and that's... How would people on? Oh my god, Jack forcing Josh onto the curb, onto the green. As they're going to go out... Oh my god, Jack, what are you doing? You're trying to kill everyone here. Oh, it is... This... Yeah, well done whoever went straight on. It's a great decision. That is Finley, I believe. Did a very smart choice as they go. Oh, and Finley's gone down onto the grass. So maybe not a smart idea. But it's VTR now leads the way. Jack is in second. As Josh is falling all the way back to fifth. And into the final two corners. Josh can just force it up the inside of VTR. And he's... my god. He's done a little bit of naughty stuff, so I'm just going to give him a little bit of warning. Try and calm him down. As Fadley's now using the slipstream of his Sniper's Honda and is back into the lead. Sorry, not back into the lead for the first time in this race. There's been so many leaders have shooting everyone's led at some point. Oh, and Josh has gone down. He's lost the front. I think he's made contact with Leon, and that's helped him go down. As Jack goes round the outside of Fadley, and Finley's gone down with Mini. I think there's been some kind of collision with all four bikes there. And Fadley goes back in front momentarily. Fortunately, the exhaust onto a great feature on that camera, as you can't see anything. As Jack is back into the lead, as we go now into the green garage, as it is translated. It looks like these two are up for the win with two gas bikes just in behind, but with these battling quite a lot, they could be in for a result here. They could be with a 1-2, depending on how chaotic it goes. But as Jack goes completely straight on and drops the second, and that might give Fadley the win here. With Jack still in slipstream range, as Josh has got a long lap penalty in only 2 laps. As they go into the final 2 corners, Fadley will start the final lap in the lead. Can he hold on to it? It's his debut race. Cross the line now for the last time, or to start the last lap. Jack just not in range to make any sort of attack. As Finley's got long lap penalty as well as we go into the chicane. On VTR's got a long lap as well. Long laps are coming everywhere. Into La Chapelle, and Fadley's extending the gap. Fadley looks like he's got this one in the bag. As Leon's going to try and attack his teammate for 3rd place. He doesn't need to do this because of VTR's long lap penalty, but he's going to do so anyway. Through the museum. Now going down this straight, heading towards Garage there. And VTR holding on. And Jack's very close to a long lap as well, so Leon could be on for a 2nd place here, if he's fortunate enough. Finley's got 2 long laps, that's not even possible. Going into the chicane for the final time. And through the right into the blue S's. And it looks like Fadley's got this one covered. He rounds the final 2 corners. And it is Fadley who's going to win on his debut. Jack is 2nd. VTR crosses the line in 3rd but will fall to 4th. Josh will finish in 5th. Mini 6th. And Finley in 7th. So Fadley wins in his debut. Jack Burma 2nd, Leon in 3rd, VTR drops to 4th with his long lap penalty. Josh is 5th, Mini 6th and Finley in 7th, who set the fastest lap of the race with a 30... Okay, there's a corner cut. That's why he's got 2 long laps. It's 25% off variable. Right, let's go.
Hello, all you race fans.
And
We're
it is
joining you
sunny.
from the Le Mans.
Right, let's go. And we are off. What an awful start for Jack Berman there. And it is Leon who once again leads the way as we go into turn 1. So Leon's got the start sorted on these Moto3 bikes as we go into the chicane for the first time. Jack's going to send up the inside, and he's gone down. I think his bike, I don't know whether he'd been aided by Jack there or what, but his bike definitely was on anti-lock, and he just went flying. But it is Jack who now leads. Mini's in second and Josh is in third. Bradley having a terrible start, going from pole to sixth. We go now down the straight, heading towards Garage there, the double apex right, which is downhill. Mini going to go round the outside of Jack and takes the lead of the race. Jack's going to fight straight back. Oh, near contact between the two of them, and Josh is going to go in the slipstream as well. He could take the pair of them down the straight. Here he goes. He pulls the log side, 3 abreast as we go into the chicane, and Josh hits the front. Oh, Jack and Mini make contact as we now go into the blue S's, and it is Jack who's holding off into second place as he goes up the inside of Josh into the left. But Josh has now got the inside for the final 2 corners. And Josh is in front. So starting lap 2 of 6. And it's side by side between Mini, Finley and Fadley at the background there. As Jack's going to go round the outside of Josh into turn 2, which turns to the inside for the chicane. But Josh holds it round the outside on the brakes and holds the lead, as all manner of things have gone on there, as Fadley's now found his way into third place. Finley's got a long lap penalty already, so he did a great job of not getting a long lap penalty in the Division 2 race last season, and now he's had 3 long laps in the space of 4 laps. Crazy, as VTR now trying to get back onto the podium places. Well, he's going to go up the inside of Fadley. Here's it's 3 abreast again as they go into Garage there. Onto the brakes they go, and Finley's up the inside. He's sideways, he goes up the inside of Fadley, moves into 4th place. Fadley's gone on the curve, VTR's going to go up the inside, and that's not going to work. And VTR's down. That was just never going to work, with all those trying to take similar lines. As Jack takes the lead from Josh, but just straight back on the brakes and retakes the lead. But Jack's got a tremendous run through the chicane as they go side by side, and now entering the Blues S's. It's Jack who leads, but Josh is going to undercut him. But then Jack's got the inside, and Jack is managed to hold off Josh for the lead of the race for now. So going to the double right defensive line by the pair of them really. Josh back in the slipstream. He goes up the inside at turn 1. So Josh back at the front. As we go into the chicane, and the background there, that is Mini overtaking Finley for 3rd place. But Jack's got on the grass, and it's gone really wide. He's going to cut back for the late apex. Going to get a great exit drive. Going to try and go round the outside of Josh, but he can't get past the Leopard Honda to go through Museum. Josh is a bit wide at the apex, just go up the inside. He just can't quite get through as Josh cuts his nose off quite aggressively there into the double right now. And Jack's got the inside line. He could try and swim up the inside like VTR did, but he just lets go a bit as Fadley has gone down. Sprint race winner has gone down as Jack now is in the slipstream, and it's roles reversed from the previous lap. Jack takes the lead, but can Josh hold it out on the brakes again? Yes, he can. Oh, but he's going to run wide. Contact. Oh my, I thought they were both going to go down there. As Finley and Mini take odd lines for the chicane themselves, as Finley's got 2 long lap penalties already. As we go through the final left of the circuit and into the double rights, some kind of move can happen here in a few laps time as we start the pre-penultimate lap of lap 4 of 6. Jack once again tucked in right in the slipstream. He's going to shoot. He's going to go around the outside, which will now turn into the inside. No, Josh is just stronger on the brakes. But Jack's got a great exit drive. Jack keeps getting these. Whoa! And Josh having a massive moment on the curbs there over La Chapelle. As they go up the hill and into Museum. Jack just struggling to find a way past. This might be his way through. He goes up the inside of Josh, but Josh gets the exit speed. And Josh is back. He remains in front. Jack just can't find a real way past Josh at the moment. Anytime he gets through, Josh just passes him straight back. Oh, but Josh is wide, but that doesn't matter, as he still holds the lead and he's going to get a better exit than Jack. But Jack's going to get the slipstream. He pulls to the inside. He's got to pull some kind of block pass into the chicane. Onto the brakes to go. Jack just can't outbrake Josh. Oh, but there he goes, up the inside goes Jack, as he's been back through that chicane all race. And he's finally found his way through. But he's just going to do what he did last time. He just wait out to the straight and slipstream Jack into turn 1. As Finley is trying to hold off Mini here, despite the fact that he won't keep the position anyway due to his long lap penalties. As we now start the penultimate lap of this race, Josh right behind Jack now in the slipstream. He's going to pull to the right. Jack making Josh go the long way around, and he's held the position. He's not allowed Josh to slipstream him as we go into the chicane. Josh has got the wider line, so he's going to get the better run in theory. And Leon's down. Loads. Oh my God, they're both one warning away from long laps. Just going to go round the outside at La Chapelle. VTR has gone down at the chicane. As we now go riding up the hill into Museum. Josh is going up the inside of Jack Berman. And he's through, but can Jack get the exit speed? The side by side. And Josh is back into the lead as we now go on to the brakes. Who's going to be the strongest? Should be Josh by like history of this race. And it is Josh, but Jack's held the corner speed. And Josh has just about held it round the outside. Finley takes one of his long laps. So here we go now into the braking zone. Josh surely should have this covered. He's just got to defend the line, make sure Jack can't do what he did last lap round, and he did. He's done that well. And into the Blues Essies for the penultimate time. So we now start the final lap of this race. Finley's got another long lap. Who's going to win out of these two? It could still be Mini if these two take each other out. As Jack goes right at the back of Josh. Josh not allowing Jack to go through. Just go through the chicane. Nicely done by the Leopard rider. Through La Chapelle. Now we're going into the museum. They'll take it to the defensive line. Hold the tight apex, not allow Jack to cut underneath, which he has allowed him to do. But Josh has just got that slightly better exit. So we now go into Garage Vert, and Fadley's gone down again. Josh still remains in front. We now go down the straight. This is pretty much the last overtaking spot until the final corner. So can Jack make any sort of move? He pulled out the slipstream. Josh pulls right back in front as they go into the braking zone, and it is Josh who holds out. Bradley's crashed again. Jack's got a little bit of a run on Josh, but I don't think it's enough to attack as we go into the Blues S's. Jack's got the inside line, but that turns to the outside line. Josh holding it at the inside. Now he's going to take the most defensive line possible as he goes into these final two corners. Jack's going to just send up the inside if he can. He can't, and it's going to be just about. It's going to be Josh who wins. For the Jack in second, Finley Mini third, Finley fourth, VTR in fifth. Oh no, it won't be a fifth, it will be deja vu. You'll lose position to Leon again. So he's going to cross the line fifth, but actually finish in sixth. As Fadley's gone down again. Leon will finish sixth, and Fadley will end. He's gone from winning to being last. And a nice stoppie. So that has been the normal race. Josh wins in front of Jack in second, Mini third, Finley fourth, Leon fifth, VTR sixth, and Fadley in seventh. Right, so we'll get on with the interviews. So, third place in the last race, Mini. You had a tough battle on your hands with Finley, but then that was taken off once he served his long lap. And then you got to witness the battle in front of you for pretty much the whole race. So how was it?
Well, if I wasn't hit by people, I probably could have been in that battle. The fucking sprint race was about as much use as a fucking wet lettuce being hit off a fucking gun. So it's better than fucking nothing, but I'm pissed off that people will just fucking hit me.
Okay, thank you. One of the happiest third place interviews in quite a while that I've heard. So we're going to Jack. So you had a long battle with Josh there, where you kept passing on the straights, but Josh seems to have just a little extra edge on you in terms of braking and initial acceleration. So you having to make the time up in corner speed and change the direction, which we were able to do, but unfortunately Josh just pipped you to the end. But how was that race for you?
Well, I had a good start actually. I was literally with Josh for the whole entire race from lap 3, but we were battling for quite a few laps. So I knew like Josh's weaknesses and where he was strong, and I knew he was strong in braking. So I was braking just a touch a bit early, so then I could get that better run on the chicane, on like the flip flops and all those corners. But it was I was really ruthless today in both races because I'm very, very tired. So I was quite aggressive, but I battled with Josh and it was very tiring for the whole entirety of the race. And I was going to go for a move on the final corner, but Josh held that line perfectly, and I just couldn't find a way through. But it was a good race.
Yeah. So the winner, Josh, you had a great advantage in initial acceleration and braking, as you just were able to always outbrake Jack at every single braking point, which must have felt like a safety kind of net. And I bet you were worried because you have a thing with me always mentioning your name, and whenever that happens, something bad happens. But for once, it's not gone well. It's gone well. So how's that race for you? Yeah. So well done on your victory. and we'll be back with Division 2 tomorrow. Goodbye.